Tonight, the remarkable story of a young social worker at USA Health's Children's and Women's Hospital. She was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer as a teenager and survived.
WKRG News 5's Devin Walsh first brought you her story more than 10 years ago. Tonight, Devin shows us how she's an inspiration to the parents, to the patients, and her co-workers.
Caitlin Tillman believes she was born to be a social worker at USA Health Children's and Women's Hospital. She spends her days at work encouraging patients and their families.
Social work was never on my radar before I was diagnosed, but after being in the hospital and meeting a lot of social workers, it's something that I knew that I wanted to do.
Tillman was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, bone cancer in her leg, when she was just 13. We interviewed her back in 2014 when she was newly diagnosed. She was going through chemo and had lost her hair. She was participating in a Bald is Beautiful photo shoot for cancer patients. Not long after, she had to have her leg amputated.
We were very fortunate, and we had amazing social workers when we were in and out of the hospital. And so that led me to want to be able to help people with like the medical and the other stuff that's affected.
Caitlin is all too familiar with hospitals. She has spent over 2 years of her young life in and out of hospitals since she was 13. She had multiple rounds of cancer treatment. Her cancer relapsed twice, and she's had so many complications that she even had to have her lung removed.
She had a breathing tube in.
Caitlin's mom says words cannot describe what her daughter has endured.
She was in a medical-induced coma
over the last 11 years.
And they wheeled her out of here on a gurney.
But she admires Caitlin's strong will. She says walking into the hospital to talk with us brought her back to when her daughter was fighting for her life.
The last time we left, she left intubated, heading to an airplane to go to a hospital in Atlanta. This time she led me into the hospital as a worker at USA Children's and Women's. So it was just so emotional for me to see how far she's come in these last 8, 9, 10 years since that time.
Caitlin still suffers from the effects of her cancer treatments.
She is willing to help out wherever we need her.
But her boss says she never complains.
Caitlin serves as a inspiration to those who are dealing with similar physical challenges or obstacles. She is living proof that with hard work, perseverance, determination, anyone can accomplish their goals and dreams.
Caitlin says she hopes she can be an inspiration to other patients and that they can see that there is life after cancer treatments.
Sometimes it can be scary picturing what life is going to look like when you go home, because it may not look the same as it did prior to coming into the hospital, depending on your situation. But I think just encouraging them that they can do this and that there is life outside of the hospital.
She hopes that when people hear her story, they will know that cancer does not have to be the end of a person's life. It can also be a beginning. With photojournalist Arnell Hamilton, I'm Devin Walsh, WKRG News 5.